Now this looks like a job for me, ranking albums and sodomy. Today we has begun. It is that time of the month again, nearing the end of the month, where we do our top 10 albums of the fucking month. You must have guessed me saying that, because I said month about 10 times already. Hopefully you guys had a good month. Hopefully you listened to lots of metal, lots of new metal. I don't mean that as in like new metal, I mean like new metal. Like metal that is new, not corn and stuff. But if you like that, hey ho, go for it. Well, hey ho, that's fine, that's cool by me. I like all that shit too, maybe. So today we are doing my top 10 of the month. So you know how it goes. Let me know down below what's your top 10 of this month. How did April treat you? Was it nice to you? Did it give you a reach around? So number 10 is Corrupted Pillars of Vanity, Ætheria Conscientia. That sounds like I'm about to summon a demon. Fuck these stupid ass titles, but holy crap, this album is fresh, unique, interesting. It's black metal? Of course it is. Of course it's fucking black metal. We're starting off black metal straight away. This is like saxophone heavy, proggy black metal. The screams are on point, but the saxophone is pretty much throughout. The only reason this isn't high on my list, because the saxophone is kind of too prevalent, and I think the best saxophones are kind of sparingly in songs, whereas this is like constantly throughout. But I admire the creativity, fantastic songs nonetheless. I hope they do more like this, just tone it down a little bit with the bzzz, the Venezuelas. Tone it down a little bit, and it might have been my number one, because there's so many great ideas in here, almost perfect, almost gets there, but for me, it's coming in at number 10, still a fantastic album, still one you need to check out, because it was so unique. It's going to make it onto Miss List. Miss List? It's going to make it onto Miss List, and you've got to watch my show, turned into Squizgar. Anyway, you got to listen to this album because it's fresh, unique, and people like Metal Meltdown who love this kind of like anything that's different, you'll like this album, so go check it out, you fucks. Next up, something that's very simple. It's death metal. It's Endseeker with Mount Carcass. This is a tasty, tasty slab of death metal where it's just, you get a cricket bat and you smash it to your own face. That's what this album's like. Pummeling riffs, great vocals. It's gnarly as fuck, mate. It's gnarly as fuck. If you like Cannibal Corpse's new album, go check out Endseekers, because it's just as good. Maybe not as good, we'll get to that, but just as fucking good. One of the best death metal albums of the month. So come on, it's relentless. You gotta listen to it, you gotta have it on your fucking list. What are you waiting for? Pause this video and give it a goddamn listen. So from pummeling death metal to slow doom. My only doom pick of the month is Kauan. It's Cowan, Ice Fleet. This is a beautiful album. Beautiful album. Very slow, very somber, very cool and unique. Kind of, some of the songs do kind of feel like you know, Lost at Sea, which is the kind of doom I kind of like. Kind of like Drown or Ahab, anything like that is very interesting and up my alley. Not all the songs are like that, there's only a couple, but the other ones have this cold atmosphere about it. And I think they are a fantastic band. Great vocals as well. And it took me by surprise, didn't know what to expect. Didn't really like the art that much, but then I listened to the album and I was like, yeah, the art fits now. The art fits, very minimalistic. Very simple art, but I enjoyed it, so yeah. So if you want something more on the slower side, give this one a listen. And all these albums will be down below, because you know I can't pronounce for shit, so I'm going to write them all in the description. So they'll all be there for you to check out. Because my number one, you will, there's no way I'm pronouncing that, so spoiler alert. So yeah, this album was fantastic. Next up, we have some more death metal, Altarage, Succumb. This was recommended to me by Metal Trenches, the mask-wearing freak, and we all love him. He recommended me to it, and yeah, I loved it. You know, I loved it. It's exactly the kind of stuff I love. It's dissonant, very ulcerate-like. Not quite as good as ulcerate, but almost there. It's kind of like Ad Nauseam. If you liked Ad Nauseam's album recently this year, you'll like this one. Very chaotic, very different, very weird time signatures and changes and shifts within the songs. It's still heavy, and it's a good time. If any of that sounds juicy to your ears, then you should check Altarage out, because this album will tickle your nutsack, and that's what you want. Next up, Paysage the Hiver with Geister. Now, ideally, this would have been higher on my list, but not to sound like an elitist or anything, their other album was better. Their other album was better, the 2-hour long one, very doomy, very, well, not doomy, like atmospheric-y, blacky. This still has the same flair, but it's a bit more catchy. All the songs are a bit more catchy. It's a bit more polished. I do enjoy it. I just think other black metal albums this month did it better. So it's coming onto the list, and I love it, which is why it's fucking this high. But I think the previous work is better, and I do think other black metal albums are better. But it's still, if you like something catchy, if you like great black metal, this is still great black metal, which is why it's making it onto the list. So, yeah, Paysage doesn't really do anything wrong. There's no bad albums by Paysage, so it's always going to make my list. It's always going to make my list, because I love this kind of black metal. And it's a great fucking album that grows on you. It is a grower. It's not a shower, it's a grower. So, yeah, Paysage the Hiver. Geister. It's coming here. Bloody Amazonia. Next is Gojira with Fortitude. Loads of people shitting on this, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is great. I loved all the singles. Amazonia is like one of the best Gojira songs they've done in a long time. Holy crap. I love the fucking, like, the melodies and the chorus. Fire in the sky. Down, 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 down. Catchy as fuck. Yeah, I can like Paysage and then Gojira right next to each other. We can do. The first single that came out, I loved it. The riff was so good. Maybe for people who don't like riffs, they might not like it. It's like, it's too simple. Fuck off. That riff is so good. So good. The album as a whole, all the songs are catchy. I love all of them. It's a great album from start to finish. Probably not the best Gojira album, but it tickles my fancy. So, yeah, Fortitude by Gojira. It's bloody beautiful. Next, I'm going to have to read again. Këkht Aräkh, Pale Swordsman. Butchered that. This is a black metal album, which is a very short one, but it's so beautiful. This is the epitome of beauty with this album. You can kind of tell from the album cover, where he's got like the rose or the flower or whatever in his hand. You know it's going to be a kind of different kind of black metal to like Paysages, or, you know, another one which I'm not going to spoil. And it is. It's very unique with black metal this month. And this one just oozes beauty. Like, piano parts is just clean parts in it. And a lot of people will be like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? But it works within the context of the album. Everything is just beautiful. It's like stuff like Alcest. It's not black gaze, but if you like stuff like Alcest or anything like that, you should check this out. Maybe it'll help you get into like the harsher side of black metal. Because it is still a black metal album, a raw black metal album, but it's so dripping with beauty. I fucking love it, so it has to make it onto this list. Pale Swordsman, it's goddamn amazing. Top 3 now. My number 3 is Spectral Wound with a diabolical thirst. Now this black metal album, as soon as I heard it, I was like in love. The melodies, the riffs, the catchiness, the singing, as beautiful as, you know, Pale Swordsman is, this album, oh my god, this album is amazing. I keep playing it over and over again. It's catchy as all fuck. It's catchy as all fuck. Holy crap. It's catchier than COVID. God damn it. I adore this album. If you like catchy black metal, you need to check this album out. Loads of people have talked about it already, because it's a stellar album. And if you haven't heard it, if you're one of the few people who haven't heard it, go give it a fucking whirl. Because it's fucking fantastic. It's catchy. That's the word for it. It's catchy. The melodies are catchy. The singing is just fantastic. This album's flawless. It deserves all the love it's getting. So yeah, fuck it. Spectral Wound. It's coming here. Number 2, snip, 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 is Cannibal Corpse, Violence Unimagined. Yes, this is this fucking high. Almost number 1. I almost wanted to put it number 1, but another album came and just swept its legs out. This is close to perfection as you can get with Cannibal Corpse. Holy crap. The improvement on, like, everything. The guitar, the melodies, like, Corpse Grinder's singing is like even better. What's going on? What the fuck is going on? The solos in loads of the songs, the catchiness, how every song is memorable. Every song is memorable. This album's one of the best Cannibal Corpse albums they've ever done. I've been playing it constantly. It might be my favourite now. But I know we just did a ranking, but give it a couple of months. This will be number one. I think this is the catchiest Cannibal Corpse album they've ever done. And I think they're going to continue to get better and better. And yeah, this album took me by surprise. Didn't expect to love it this much, but I do. So Violence Unimagined is coming here at number 2. So that leads us to our number 1. And our number 1 is Spectral Law, with the numbers to the weird letters. I don't know how to pronounce that. Spectral Law is an atmospheric black metal band, and I expected same kind of stuff as their other albums. You know, I love their albums like Free, and I love The Split with Mare Cognitum, which was my album of the year last year. Spectral Law and Mare Cognitum, my album of the year last year. And I didn't expect this. Holy shit, this is proggy as fuck. I almost want to call it prog metal, not black metal. Almost want to call it prog metal. The amount of changes, different time signatures, weird parts, eclectic as fuck. This album is mental. It takes loads of listens to like truly go into your veins, but it's worth it. Even like the last song, which is Drone, like a 20-minute drone song, I still adore that as well. Everything is just so fresh and amazing on this album. Every song has its place, kind of like Cannibal Corpse. Every song stands out. Every song's unique. And it blew my balls off when I listened to it. So I'm sitting here with no balls. Sitting here with no balls. But I got Spectral Law's album, so that's all I need, fuckers. So Spectral Law's album, which I cannot pronounce, is my album of the month. And probably the best album of the year so far, in my opinion. Well, up there with Suffering Hour, Ad Nauseum, and Mare Cognitum. Let me know down below what's your favourite albums of April. Let me know, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.